Hello friends, welcome to my channel Data Activator. In this series of Python 3 tutorials, today we are going to discuss dictionary. So let's start it. I have created a file here. I will give this file in the video description also. So let's start. First of all, let me go to the full screen mode. Okay, so what dictionary is? Dictionary in Python is a built-in mapping type. What does it mean? Like if suppose a scenario where you want to store the captains of all cricket teams of the nation which play cricket. So how we can store? So India's captain is Virat Kohli, Australia's captain is Tim Paine, and England captain is Eoin Morgan. So we can see a relationship here. If we have a key of the country name and the value will be the captain's name, so we can make a relationship between them. So those type of scenario we can will be very useful if you use dictionary. So dictionary are used to map keys to value, and these key value pairs provide a useful way to store that data in Python. Also, dictionaries are constructed with curly braces. So our set are also described within curly braces, and similarly dictionary also are described in a curly braces. Difference is in set we don't have key and value, but in dictionary we have to do the mapping with key and value. So I have created a dictionary with the name employee, and the key here are this name, this age, the team, and the skill. And the value can be anything. Value can be string, integer, even list. Anything we can provide to the value part. Also, the key can be also of different type. We can also place key as an integer. So what are the keys in our dictionary? Name, age, team, and skill. And what are the values for those keys? Data activator, age is 24, team is data science, and skills are this list value. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll perform some operation. How we can access the dictionary item? We have the key and we have the value. How we can access a particular item? So there are two methods to do that. First, the simple approach is using the using the get method. So if you just pass employee dot get, and inside it we have to pass the key what we want to receive. Suppose I want to take which team. So if I run it, you will see data science. So we call the get method and we pass the key parameter there. So this is the one way to retrieve it. So let me just write down all those things because it will be like a note for you. So the method we have implemented is method get. The another thing which we can try out to access an element or to access the dictionary items is passing key. So let's try out this thing. Same thing, I want to find out which team this employee has been assigned to. So if he has been assigned to data science team, so I will call print employee, and inside square bracket I have to pass the key. So team. So either we can try get method or we can try the key. If I run it, you can see both gave the same result. So this way we can access the element of a or the item of a dictionary. Okay, now if you want to change the value, suppose the age of this employee is 24, I want to change this value or any value I want to change. How we can do that in a dictionary? Here also we can try out two methods. So let's discuss one by one. So what method one we can try? The first method will be by updating the value, like by passing the key and then updating its value. So it will be something like this. We'll call the dictionary and we'll pass the key on which we want the updation. So I want to update the age key, and what the new value I want, I have to just give it. So suppose in place of 24 I want to update it with 25. Now if I run it, print employee, you will see that the age will be updated with the 25. as you can see, age key has been updated with the 25. So this is the first way where we just have to pass the key and the value will be updated. And the second method to do this will be calling the update method using update. So how it works, what you have to do, employee dot update, and inside this we have to pass a key value pair. So first the key on which I want to update on age, and what is the value I want to give it? I want to give it 25. So if I run it, you will see both will, we got the result, age is 25. Okay, let me just comment out this and update it with 27. Now run it, you will see. Okay, I have to print it, print employee. Now if you run it, you will see that the age will be updated with 27. So for updating in a dictionary, either we can call the update method, or we can directly pass the key and the value which we want to update. So this was the basic idea about changing the value in employee. Please take care of this thing, because this same two method can be used for adding an element also. So that is our next part which we are going to discuss, how we can add. So using this two method only we can add also. Let me copy this dictionary there so we can see. Okay, how we can add an item in a dictionary. So this is our dictionary. I want to add a new value, that is experience. I want to add one more parameter here, like name, age, team, skill, and I want to have the experience of that employee. So how we can do that? Here also the same two method which we have discussed here, by passing the key and giving the value, or by using the update method. So let's try out the first method, method 1. So what we'll do, we'll just give the new key which we want to add. I want to add the experience, and what value I want to give to this? I want to give it as 2 years of experience. Now if I print employee, you will see that the new key value has been added there. You can see experience with 2 has been updated there. So we have added an element or one extra key value pair in our existing dictionary. The second method to do this will be method 2. Here what we have to call the update method. So here instead of giving the key which was already present here, we'll give one extra key. So if I run it, let me comment out this. So employee.update, and here we have to pass the key. We wanted to change the value, so we have passed the age here, because age was already present there. I want to add an extra key which is experience, which was not present there. So now experience, and let's give 5 years of experience. Now if we print the employee, you will see the experience will be added, and this time the experience is with 5. So these two methods we can try out for adding in items in a dictionary. Now how can we remove an item from dictionary? We just came through the part where we have added some item in a dictionary. So here also we can try out two methods. The first will be using keyword del. So we can use the del keyword and we can remove an item. So what we have to do, del, and we have to pass the dictionary name, and then we have to pass the key on which we want to remove them. Suppose I want to remove the let me try to remove out the name of the employee. If I just give the name, and now if you print it, we'll see that all value will be present except the name. Print employee and run it. You will see the name has been removed and age, team, skill all are present there. So using the del keyword we can remove an item from dictionary. The second will be using the pop method. This method we have discussed in tuples, in list also. So how we can use the pop method? We just have to call it with the name employee dot pop, and we have to pass the key. So I want to remove age, I will pass it, and when I will print the employee, we'll see that the age will be removed. Run it and we'll see name is there but age has been removed from our dictionary. So using the pop method or by using the del keyword we can remove an item from dictionary. Also, if you want to delete the complete dictionary itself, so instead of one key you want to delete complete employee dictionary, you don't have to pass any key there. You just have to call del employee and it will delete the complete dictionary from the data from your Python. Now we'll see if key exists or not. So this is the membership test. We'll check if name in employee, so whether name is present in employee or not. Yes, the key is present there. So if it is present there, let's print out the skill of that employee of skill. So if the name of the employee is present, we are going to print the skill of that employee. So as you can see, we got the skill. This skill has only came when this method has been true. So if you want to check and key whether it is present there or not, we can try out the membership function, that is in and not in. So that was the basic idea. Okay, now we'll move ahead with the important topics that is mostly used in all your programming related to dictionary. So let me copy this and paste it here. These three methods are very important for dictionary, that is dict.keys, values and items. So first let me explain you what does it mean. You have to pass the name of the dictionary which you create, then dot key. This method will return the key from your dictionary. All of the key will be returned and the key will be in a list format. So your output will come as a list format. Similarly, if you try your dictionary name dot values, all the value will come as an output in a list format. Similarly, if you want both of them, like you want the key also and the value also, then we'll have to call the dictionary name dot items and it will return a list, but the value will be, this name and data activator will be enclosed inside a tuple, so that is parenthesis. So let's try out one by one. If I print the complete key, so I have to give the dictionary name, then dot keys method. So once you'll call it, all the key will be come on the screen. You can see here we got, and this is the object which we received, and the output is in the format of list, name, age, team and skill. This was our key present in the dictionary. Similarly, we can try out the dictionary name dot values and it will print the value of the keys. Dict name employee, okay, employee dot value. Let's run it and you can see the first one gave us the list of all the keys and second we received the values. You can see it here, data activator 24, data science and the skill we received. And what will this item will give? It will give both of the value, name and the key and the value, and those will be enclosed in a tuples. So print employee dot items, and when we run it, we'll see the result. As you can see, we got a list, complete list, and inside that list we'll receive key and value as a tuples, key and value as a tuples, key and value as tuples. So we'll use these three method in our looping when we'll go through when we want to retrieve elements by going through the loop. We can call these methods, so that will be very much useful there. So let's comment out these three. Now how we can loop over this? So that is very simple. For key, like we are going through one key at once. For key in the dictionary name employee, I want to print the key. I hope it will work. Indentation error, okay. In my basic Python series, you must have came across what does this indentation error means. So if you haven't watched that video, please watch it. Now I run it, and we can see all the key has been printed: name, age, team, and skill. Similarly, instead of key, if I want to print the value also. For key in employee, I want to take out the value, so I will pass the syntax for retrieving the value. What is the syntax? We can call the get method, or we can just pass the key. So I will just pass the key here, so it will go through the one key at once and then going to retrieve the value of that key. So let's run it, and we can see we have received the values of all the keys. So we just discussed this keys method, values, and then items. So let's loop over the items method also. How we can do that? So here we will pass for key comma value, for key comma value in employee dot items, and then we'll print out both of the value, key and value. So it will give us the both results. We'll get the key and will the value, key and the value. So this items method we can use if you want to take out all the value along with the key and value. So these three methods are mostly used in dictionary operations, so please take care of these things. And at last, there are some built-in methods I have written here, so you can go through this one by one. Also we have discussed some of them, like update we have discussed, pop we have discussed, this keys, items, and get method we have discussed. This clear method, what it does, it just removes the elements from the dictionary. So if I have this dictionary, if I just call this clear method, it is going to remove the elements. So what I am going to do, employee dot clear, and if I print now, you will see that we'll get an empty dictionary. Run it, and we can see we got an empty dictionary, and we have used the del keyword for deleting it. So if I want to delete the employee dictionary, I can pass del employee, and now if I try to print it, we'll get an error. So once the employee will be deleted, we can't get it back. So let's run it, and you can see name employee is not defined because we have deleted that employee. So that was about some built-in methods. That's enough for today's video. If you like the tutorials, please like and comment, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe it. Thank you.